CBSE Class 10 Math Sample Question Paper Solution, Year 2020 Standard Version, 4-mark question. This question had two internal choices. Both choices appeared from quadratic equation. Both relatively easy question. The first one, we need to frame the equation from the information given and then solve the equation. Second one, the equation is given. We'll rewrite the equation in some form to get it down to a quadratic equation. We have solutions to both these choices in this video. Let's get started with the first one. Train covers a distance of 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. Had the speed been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 48 minutes less for the same distance. Find the original speed of the train. Let's get started. The key data given to us is it travels a distance of 360 kilometers. Let's say it has traveled at a speed of x usually. If it is increased to x plus 5, the speed increases by 5. Initially, let's say the speed is 50, it becomes 55. The original speed is 100, it becomes 105. The original speed is x, it becomes x plus 5. If the speed is increased by 5 kilometers per hour, its time taken would reduce by 48 minutes. As I had done here, I'm going to assign only one variable. The variable that I'm going to assign is the original speed of the train. Let that be equal to x kilometers per hour, normal speed or the original speed. When the speed increases by 5 kilometers, the speed is increased by 5 kilometers per hour, the increased speed therefore will be equal to x plus 5 kilometers per hour. What is said? Instead of traveling at this speed, if the train increases its speed to this, the time taken is going to be lesser by 48 minutes. Let's compute the time taken for this journey. Time taken is equal to distance by speed. To cover 360 kilometers at x kilometers per hour, it's going to take 360 by x hours. To cover the same 360 kilometers at an increased speed, x plus 5, the time taken will be 360 by x plus 5 hours. So, this is the time taken for the first in this speed. This is the time taken in the second speed, right? This is at the increased speed. They're saying the difference between these two is equal to 48 minutes. Let's rewrite this entire thing in a printed form again in the next slide, right? The first one, let's compute the time taken when it's traveling at x kilometers per hour. That's 360 by x hours. At the increased speed, the time taken is this. The difference between the time taken at the normal speed and the increased speed is equal to 48 minutes. Time taken at original speed minus time taken at increased speed is equal to 48 minutes. We have both these time takens in measures of hours, whereas here we have this number in terms of minutes. So let's convert it into number of hours. Minutes divided by 60 will give us number of hours. So time taken at normal speed minus time taken at increased speed is equal to 48 by 60 hours, which is equal to 4 by 5 hours. So this expression minus this expression is equal to 4 by 5. Let's solve this equation and find the answer for x. That's going to be the original speed. Now it comes into pure equation mechanics. The place where we have to convert this information to the equation is practically done. How am I going to solve? I'm going to take x into x plus 5 as a common denominator. So x into x plus 5 is the common denominator. 360 is there on the numerator of both parts. So let's take 360 as a common term. So leave us with x plus 5 minus x. This is equal to 4 by 5. X gets cancelled with minus x. So numerator here is equal to 360 into 5, which is 1800. This is equal to, let's cross multiply this term as we are writing this, 4 by 5 times x into x plus 5. That's what we have. We'll do two things. I'm going to cross multiply this 4 by 5 to the left hand side. So that will make it as 1800 into 5 by 4. This is equal to, expand this, this is x square plus 5x. 1800 cancels with the 4 in the denominator to leave us with a 450. 450 into 5 is equal to 2250. This is equal to x square plus 5x. Take all terms to one side. We'll see the usual quadratic equations that we are used to seeing. Ax square plus bx plus c format. So this equation is x square plus 5x minus 2250 is equal to 0. This is a factorizable one. This will factorize actually as 50 times 45. 50 minus 45 is a 5. 50 into 45 is a 2250. So let's factorize that. So that becomes x square plus 50x minus 45x minus 2250 equals 0. X common from the first and the second term, which is x plus 50. Minus 45 common from the third and fourth. Again another x plus 50. This is equal to 0. X plus 50 is common to these two parts. So x plus 50 taken out. That leave us with x minus 45. This is equal to 0. Either x plus 50 is 0, which means x will be equal to minus 50. Or x minus 45 is 0, which means x will be equal to 45. What is x? X is the original speed of the train. Speeds cannot be negative. So x being minus 50 is ruled out. X is equal to 45 kilometers per hour. The variable is the answer that we'll have to find out. Variable is the question that we need to answer. So x equals 45. 45 km per hour is the original speed of the train. Quickly summarize it in a printed form. Taking x into x plus 5 as a common denominator. So I'll get 360 times x plus 5 minus x. These two will cancel. So 360 into 5 is the numerator part. We cross multiplied this. This 5 goes here. This 4 goes. This x into x plus 5 goes here. So this is an 1800. Cross multiplying this 4 by 5 as a 5 by 4 to the left hand side. Expanding this will cancel to leave us with a 2250. So equation becomes x square plus 5x minus 2250, which factorizes as plus 50 minus 45x to give us an answer of x being a minus 50 or 45. X cannot be minus 50. So original speed of the train is equal to 45 kilometers per hour. Actually, this internal choice 2 is a much easier version than this. Let's quickly run through it. Solve this equation. 1 by x minus 1 by x minus 2 equals 3. X is neither equal to 0 nor equal to 2, because if it's 0 or 2, the denominator becomes 0, which is not possible. Let's get started. Again, we're going to take x into x minus 2 as a common denominator for the left hand side. X times x minus 2. So left hand side of the numerator will become x minus 2. Right hand side will become x. So x minus 2 minus x. This is equal to 3. X gets cancelled with minus x. Minus 2 is equal to, I'm cross multiplying this, 3 into x minus 2. Expand this, minus 2 is equal to 3x square minus 6x. Take all terms to one side, we'll get 3x square minus 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. Product is plus 6, sum is minus 6, you cannot factorize it. So let's go with the quadratic formula. What is the quadratic formula? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. What is a for us in this question? A is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 6 and c is equal to 2. Plug it into this formula. So x is equal to minus of minus 6 plus or minus square root of minus 6 square minus 4 into a is a 3, c is a 2. This divided by 2 times a, which is 2 into 3. Let's quickly find out what this is. Minus of minus 6 is a plus 6 plus or minus square root of minus 6 square is a 36 minus 4 into 3, 12 into 2, 24 divided by 2a, which is equal to 6. 36 minus 24 is a 12. So x is equal to 6 plus or minus square root of 12 divided by 6. This is good enough. You can write it as 6 plus root 12 by 6, 6 minus root 12 by 6. I'm just trying to simplify it by taking some common terms outside. So I'm going to write this 12 as a 4 into 3. So I'll get 6 plus or minus square root of 4 times 3 divided by 6. So this will essentially become 6 plus or minus 4 comes out of the square root as a 2. So this is plus or minus. The plus is not clear. So 2 times root 3 divided by 6. Both the numerator and denominator can be divided by 2. So divide the 6 by a 2, we'll get a 3. 2 gets cancelled when you divide it by a 2. Plus or minus root 3 divided by 3 is the value of x. So what are all the values of x? X could either be a 3 plus root 3 by 3 or x could be a 3 minus root 3 divided by 3. Summarize it in a printed form. Taking x into x minus 2 as a common denominator. So x minus 2 minus x gets cancelled. To leave us with this, cross multiplying, we get this as a quadratic equation. Cannot factorize it, so we're going to go with the formula. A is equal to 3, b equals minus 6, c equal to 2. Plugging it into the formula, we get the value of x to be equal to 3 plus or minus root 3 by 3. So it's either 3 plus root 3 by 3 or 3 minus root 3 by 3. Both the parts were easy. Second one, a wee bit more easier. So go with the second one if you have to make a call.